Athletes always looking for an advantage. This morning, we're talking with the CEO of a company who's giving them a bulletproof edge. Darren Rovell is talking about one very strong, small wonder this morning. He is live back at HQ. Darren.
Yeah, that's right, Mark. You know, when you think Kevlar, you think the bulletproof vest, the car bumpers, but one company spent years securing patents to use the strong material in sporting equipment to absorb shock. And joining us now is Rob Vito, president of Unequal Technologies. It's a company that is just starting to license its Kevlar application to sporting goods companies. Rob, thanks for joining us. You know, Kevlar was developed by DuPont in 1965. What's so great about it, and why hasn't it previously caught on as a material to be put into everything?
Well, good morning, Darren. We've secured over 50 patents in this particular field because before DuPont's Kevlar was used for bumpers, bulletproof vests, it was used more as a structure support. We're the first ones to take Kevlar and use it as a shock suppression. A lot of folks don't know this, but Kevlar is 5 times stronger than steel and the #1 shock suppression material in the world. So you combine that with regular rubbers and elastomers, and all of a sudden, you've got the best shock suppression material in the world.
And we've been showing some pictures. One of them is of those insoles that you just started selling. You can put in the shoes of these athletes. It says lifetime guarantee on the package, which is pretty compelling at $24.95. But what else can you responsibly promise about what the Kevlar actually does in this case in the shoe?
Well, the Podiatric Journal just came out with an article and said the paradigm shift for sneaker companies and shoe companies is now moving from cushioning to shock suppression, and that's what we do. And they equate all of the bodily injuries and muscle pains and joint pains to now shock coming up through the feet, because every time you step down, Darren, 5 times your body weight comes up through your feet. So in some cases, you may have 1,000 foot-pounds of pressure on those feet, and imagine somebody running 5 or 6 miles. We have had our insoles in the shoes of marathon runners, NFL teams, basketball teams, and they all come back and say they don't feel the shock and impact coming up through their feet, which means less foot fatigue, better muscle and joint performance.
Okay, so you have no sales force, no factories, because you're just licensing this stuff. You actually just licensed out athletic tape. How many more applications do you see in this? How many more licenses can you sell?
Well, since the spotlight's been turned on helmets, our phone has been ringing off the hook. We've had companies put our technology into football helmets, baseball helmets, biking helmets, and seen over a 50% reduction in the concussion impact areas. So we expect in the springtime you're going to see some major announcements with the Unequal with Kevlar technology.
Real quickly, how big is this business in the next, say, 10 years for you?
We see this being a multi-billion-dollar opportunity because we see ourselves in bicycles, automobiles. We're building things right now for the military, sports equipment, soundproofing, golf grips, different grips for sports equipment, for tools, and especially shoes now. We're getting...
Rob, I got to go. Thank you so much for joining us, and good luck with everything.